everyone would know. Everywhere we go, every block, every hood, every city.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come down in this one and make amends right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
The Gophers have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. In motion, Hill. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Gino on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On second and goal, Smith. And this one's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. McCaffrey. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Bentley. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
47 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
From the 22, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks him. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And the Raiders call on a nickel side for 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got some space here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 38, Smith into the hands of London. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And this is Shepard on the catch. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield completes this again to Shepard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
8-yard pickup. First down, Colts.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10.
This is almost what I've been referred to as a Big 12.
Big 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it from going all the way.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.